Dear students, in the last class we have studied about the laws of photochemistry, that is Grothus-Draper's law, Stahl-Einstein's law, and quantum efficiency we have studied in the last class. Today, the next topic we are going to study is about photosensitization. What is meant by photosensitization? Photosensitization is nothing but the substance which is not the reactant absorbs radiation, gets excited and transfers its energy to the reactant molecules, thereby they combines to give the products. This photosensitization is introduced by a scientist Vogel in 1873. In 1873, the scientist Vogel discovered the process photosensitization. Listen, there are some chemical substances that do not have the ability, they do not have tendency to absorb radiation from UV visible region. Okay? In such a case, we are adding a substance which absorbs radiation, okay, gets excited, that energy, light energy is transferred to the reactant molecules, thereby the chemical reaction occurs to give the product. After the energy transfer, the substance will come out as it is, gets unexcited. This type of reaction is called photosensitization reaction. The substance which absorbs the light and transfers its energy to the reactant, that substance is called photosensitizer. For example, the decomposition of hydrogen. Okay? Decomposition of hydrogen to give hydrogen atoms. Decomposition of hydrogen to give hydrogen radicals or hydrogen atoms. This reaction will not occur without adding a photosensitizer. Hydrogen do not have tendency to absorb radiation. For that, we are adding mercury. This mercury, the star represents, this is a photosensitizer. In the presence of photosensitizer only this reaction takes place, and mercury will comes out as it is after transfers its energy. Actually, this reaction takes place in two steps. I have written in only one step. First, what happens? Mercury, initially, mercury absorbs. It is in the normal ground state. It absorbs radiation, H nu, gets excited. That excited mercury atom is represented by a star over the symbol, mercury star. This is the excited mercury. This excited mercury has absorbed the light energy, it has excess energy. It transfers to the reactant hydrogen. The energy gets transfers. This is the photosensitizer. Mercury is called photosensitizer because this only transfers its energy for the decomposition of hydrogen to give to hydrogen. Then, after the energy transfer, it comes to again its ground state, it comes back as it is. So, this is one best example for photosensitization reaction. Here, mercury is a photosensitizer, and this reaction is called photosensitization reaction. Here in this case, this mercury absorbs radiation of about 2537 Armstrong unit. Okay, in this wavelength, it absorbs radiation, gets excited, that energy transfers to the hydrogen molecule. It is a reactant. The hydrogen molecule takes up this energy, then decomposes to give hydrogen atom. Then, after transferring its energy, mercury comes to its ground state and it comes out as it is, as a mercury. So, therefore, this is the example for photosensitization reaction. There are many number of reactions. Okay, there are many number of reactions of photosensitization reaction. Next example is the mixture of ethylene to give acetylene. The decomposition of methylene to acetylene. That is, for example, first mercury again absorbs energy of about 2537 Armstrong unit and gets excited. It is another example. So here what happens? That excited mercury react with ethylene. Okay, react with ethylene. It transfers its energy to ethylene molecule. Then what happens? Ethylene gets excited. Ethylene gets excited. Energy is transferred. Then ethylene. What happens? The excited ethylene, it decomposes to give acetylene. This is acetylene. This is the product. Okay, this is the product plus hydrogen. Okay, then what happens? After excitation, mercury comes to its ground state. So this is another example of photosensitization reaction. Here the reactant is ethylene. It decomposes to give acetylene only in presence of mercury, which is used as photosensitizer. Okay. The another example is the decomposition of diazomethane. Diazomethane decomposes to give methyl radical and nitrogen. See, this is diazomethane. It decomposes to give methyl radical and nitrogen. Without photosensitization, this reaction will not occur. This reaction will occur only in the presence of benzophenone. Here, benzophenone acts as photosensitizer. For example, first what happens? Benzophenone. What is benzophenone? C6H5. COC6H5. Okay? First, it absorbs light in the region of about 3200 Armstrong units. It absorbs radiation of about 3200 Armstrong units, gets excited, that is benzophenone. It gets excited. Okay? It gets excited. Then what happens? This excited benzophenone when it reacts with diazomethane, it transfers its energy for the decomposition of diazomethane, because diazomethane do not have ability to absorb radiation. Therefore, benzophenone has the ability to absorb, gets excited, the excited energy is transferred, then it gets decomposes to give methyl radical and nitrogen gas, and this benzophenone comes to its original ground state. Okay? Here, this benzophenone is a photosensitizer. This is photosensitizer. Okay? Benzophenone is a photosensitizer. This is another example for photosensitization reaction. Another example for photosensitization reaction is the decomposition of oxalic acid. Another example, decomposition of oxalic acid by uranyl ion UO2 2+. That is uranyl ion. Okay? How it occurs? See, first what happens? This uranyl ion absorbs radiation, but oxalic acid has no ability to absorb radiation. Here we are using uranyl ion as this is the photosensitizer. Then what happens? This UO2 2+ gets excited. Okay? It gets excited. It has some excess energy due to absorption of light. Then what happens? This uranyl ion, which acts as a photosensitizer, will react with oxalic acid. It transfers its energy to oxalic acid. Then what happens? It decomposes to give water, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and uranyl ion will comes out as it is in the ground state. After transferring its excited energy, it comes to the ground state. So these are all the various photosensitization reactions. Okay? So therefore, photosensitization reaction is nothing but one of the substance which is not the reactant will absorb light, gets excited, it transfers its excited energy to the reactant molecules that is used for its reactions or its decomposition reactions. The substance which is which absorbs the light and transfers its energy is called photosensitizer, and this type of reaction is called photosensitization reactions. Next we are going to study about the photosynthesis. The next topic given in your syllabus is photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is nothing but ஒளிச்சேர்க்கை. குறிப்பாக தாவரங்கள் பச்சையாக இருப்பதற்கு காரணமே அதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய குளோரோஃபில் என்ற பொருளினால். எனவே அந்த பச்சையம் அதுதான் போட்டோசிந்தசிஸ், ஒளிச்சேர்க்கை. நாங்க இதில் படிக்க போறோம். What is photosynthesis? Listen, this is also one of the example for photosensitization reaction. Okay? Photosynthesis is nothing but carbon dioxide and water combines to give glucose. Okay? Combines to give glucose and oxygen. This reaction occurs only in the presence of chlorophyll. What is actually chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is nothing but a green substance which is responsible for the absorption of light in the UV visible region. Okay? First, what happens? Chlorophyll absorbs radiation, gets excited, then it transfers its energy. It transfers its energy, which is useful, which is responsible for the combination of carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water will not by itself they will combine. They don't have energy. That energy is transferred by a green substance called chlorophyll. Okay, which is chlorophyll. Then what happens? It is converted into glucose and oxygen. Okay. Then this chlorophyll comes to its ground state after transferring its energy. This is the photosensitizer. In this case, say chlorophyll is a conjugated cyclic system molecule which is responsible because of its extensive conjugation. It absorbs radiation from the UV visible region. Okay? It is a green color substance present in the plants and trees. That is why the plants and trees are green in color. This chlorophyll is responsible for the absorption of light. Thereby it transfers its energy by means of which the carbon dioxide and hydrogen combines to form a starch. That is the stems and leaves. That is nothing but glucose. Okay? The many number of glucose units joined together is nothing but the starch. That is carbohydrate. So therefore, this is glucose and oxygen. See, actual mechanism is not clearly known, but it is the best example for photosensitization reaction. This takes place only in the presence of light, and chlorophyll is a green color substance which is responsible for the absorption of light. Okay, absorption of light, then it transfers its energy which is useful for the combination of carbon dioxide and water to give the glucose and oxygen in the case of plants and trees. So this is one of the example for photosensitization reaction, and this is the natural process that is called the photosynthesis occurs in plants and trees. So today we have studied photosensitization reactions. What is meant by photosensitization? What is photosensitizer? What are the various photosensitization reactions? And we have also studied separately photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a very important reaction which occurs in plants and trees. Okay, the next topic we will study in the next class.